What's going on, guys? It's PokePond back with another video for you. An interesting video today. We've noticed some bargains that are available for you right now. It's probably your last chance to pick up some of these sets for around about retail price, and we've got a little bit of news for you as always. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe down below to never miss an opportunity. We're constantly tracking the prices of sealed products. Let's get into it. Let's start off with a little bit of news. As you guys may or may not be aware, last week we had the announcement that Pokemon 151 Japanese set is going to get a big reprint. That's going to be coming in May. I really don't think that's going to be too bad for people who are holding this long term. I've got some in my collection. I'm not really that worried about it. Yes, the price will drop initially, but they're just going to get swallowed up so quickly. The price is just going to bounce back pretty quickly, I think. If you can get yourself one, May is going to be the opportunity to pick one up for a little bit cheaper than what they are at the moment. I think I paid about 160 for mine a few months ago, but I mean, that's probably going to look quite bad in May when we get the reprint. You're probably going to be able to pick them up for about £120, maybe even a little bit less. If you can get them around the 100 mark, you're doing very well, but I don't think they'll stay that price for long. I think they're going to bounce back up pretty quickly. There's also a lot of other reprints going on in Japanese that I was not aware of until I looked into it this morning. Ruler of the Black Flame, which is the Obsidian Flames Japanese counterpart, is also getting a big reprint. And then when I looked into it further, there's actually quite a lot of sets that are getting reprinted in Japanese. So if you're a Japanese holder, I definitely would look into that. But if you're holding for the long term, I really don't think it's going to affect things too much. I really don't think they're going to get printed into the ground. Maybe some less desirable sets like Ruler of the Black Flame, the price might take a little bit longer to recover, a couple more years to recover and start to see serious growth again, but I really do think that 151 is just going to bounce back pretty quickly. Just wanted to also talk about Mask of Change. So Mask of Change is going to be the Japanese set that's coming out soon, which is going to be the second half of our Twilight Masquerade, again coming in May time. And we haven't seen any of Mask of Change up until the other day when they've released these two cards. This is the first we're seeing of it. Like, I really can't get a scope on how good or bad Twilight Masquerade's going to be for us in English, because we can only see the first half of it at the moment by looking at Crimson Haze, I think it's called, the Japanese set, but that is literally only going to make up 1/3 of Twilight Masquerade, so I'd be eager to see more of this Mask of Change set to really get a gauge on what Twilight Masquerade's going to be like. But we got two cards released, nothing special. They're going to hide all of the their chase cards right up until close to release. They usually do, but I'll keep you updated as soon as more gets released. But we can see this little Feebas and this Melodic that have been unveiled, which is pretty cool, and this Melodic's pretty cool. That is pretty much it for news. Today, for the episode and the price analysis, I really wanted to point out something that I've noticed while scanning through the UK Pokemon Center, and it's quite important for us guys as investors to scan these different places where we can buy products on the secondary market and primary markets and see where the best deals are, because there's actually some pretty crazy stuff that you can pick up now that I think are really good plays at the moment. So I wanted to highlight this, which is Chilling Reign Booster Box, brand new. You can pick up for 143 with free delivery straight from Pokemon Center UK. I think this is a really good play actually. Chilling Reign's a really good set. It's got some really nice chase cards in it, some nice alt arts, and although the print quality was terrible when this came out around about COVID times, we were just coming out of lockdown, Pokemon Company had a lot of printing problems, especially not just in Europe but all around the globe, as sort of printing factories were sort of recovering from the pandemic and really not quite had the quality that they should for producing this kind of product. So Yeah, I mean, Chilling Reign is a great set. It's really starting to grow in price now as well, and it's one of those sets that like people expect it to do well long term, so it probably will. Like a lot of what we do with investment, like the price is determined by like the end consumer and what they're happy to pay, and if people expect Chilling Reign to cost more money than it will do in the future, and just the fact that we can pick this up from Pokemon Center here in 2024 for basically retail price is pretty insane. This is a pretty good play, and Chilling Reign's doing well. I mean, let's have a look at the monthly chart. This is TCG Player. You can see even for an older set, like it's creeping up. It's doing all right. Let's have a look. Let's try and work out some proper pricing on this. So about $183 last week, 7 days ago. Selling in the $200 range now. So 183 to $200. That's pretty much 9.5% rise on that. I don't even need to get the calculator out on that. Yeah, that's just under a 10% rise on Chilling Reign just in the last week, and I do think that it's pretty undervalued. And the fact that you can just pick it up from Pokemon Center is very cool. Let's have a look on eBay. Cheapest on eBay is 160 plus £9 postage, and that's on a buy it now. You might be able to get cheaper on an auction, but yeah, cheapest UK eBay buy it out right now, 168. I'd much rather just buy it from Pokemon Center for 143 and get it in perfect condition. So yeah, there's quite a lot on Pokemon Center at the moment, so I wanted to show you a few bargains. I really like these as well. I've always been a fan of sleeved booster packs, and £4 a pack for Chilling Reign. You know, cheap as chips. If you want to get into Chilling Reign, but you don't want to go on the full booster box, you don't want to invest the whole £140, pick up some of these. These are really nice. This price on the booster box, the 143, is almost the same price as the sleeved boosters. So sleeved boosters are £4. This is $3.97 on the booster. Like, yes, boosters charge a little bit more of a premium because they're more collectible, but I mean, for the same pack price, you don't even have to invest the 140. You can just pick some of these up for £4 each. I could definitely see a near future where these are selling for £10 plus on eBay. So yeah, just something to bear in mind. I wanted to have another look at Pokemon Center. There's quite a few booster boxes and stuff available on here at the moment. Obviously, everything's at retail price because it's Pokemon Center. But like, we've got Temporal Forces, we've got the booster bundles, which are looking pretty cheap. Yeah, not an amazing deal, but pretty cool. But just the fact that we can get older products like Chilling Reign is pretty amazing to me. That's a new set for retail as well. Temporal Forces 143. That's too much money. You can pick that up cheaper elsewhere. Brilliant Stars, not a bad price, 143. I mean, secondary market is similar price on that, but it's, you know, from Pokemon Center. If you're going to pay that price on eBay, you may as well just get it from Pokemon Center. Few other things available as well. We've got Fusion Strike booster boxes here. That's a pretty good play. Astral Radiance as well, both for retail. Pretty interesting. Twilight Masquerade pre-orders, again, too much money for that. Who in their right mind would pay 143 for a Battle Styles booster box at this time? I don't know. You can pick that up much cheaper. In fact, all three of these, in fact everything in this line, you can pick up cheaper elsewhere. Secondary markets, etc. Paldea Evolved, you can again pick that up cheaper. However, I do think Paldea Evolved is starting to become a bit of a play. I'm thinking more and more long-term Paldea Evolved might be a good play. If you can pick these up for around about £100, which you can in most places, might be a good play. Like I said, Fusion Strike for 143. This is starting to look pretty cheap. Fusion Strike is starting to take off in price. It's very unlikely there's going to be reprints. To get an official one from the source for 143 is looking pretty juicy. Cheapest on eBay, buy it now, is creeping up, 190. I mean, I'd just buy it from Pokemon Center for 143. Might be your last chance to buy some of these booster boxes for retail. I'm just saying, they're starting to creep up on the secondary market. Let's look at Fusion Strike on TCG Player. It's just starting to go vertical now. This is a 3-month chart as well. If we go 1-month chart, it's going to look even more vertical. There we go. Really creeping up in price on the American markets. 236, 250 last sales. Like, it's really taken off. I'm telling you, this is a play. This is your last chance to pick up Fusion Strike for retail. 143. You heard it here. Temporal Forces. I don't know why I loaded this up. I just wanted to randomly talk about Temporal Forces and these half booster packs. If you want to get into Temporal Forces at the moment, you can pick them up for around about £100 in most shops, 105. This is looking pretty cheap if you want a cheaper option to get into a hyper modern set, something that's just come out. £50. Not a bad play for the long term. If you're going to sit on this for a few years, I think you'll do quite well. Brilliant Stars is starting to go vertical. Like I said, I called it out a couple of weeks ago. I said Brilliant Stars, Silver Tempest are going to be next after Fusion Strike and Lost Origin. Lost Origin and Fusion Strike are expected to start to really ramp up over these next couple of weeks. But I did say Brilliant Stars and Silver Tempest would be next behind them. Brilliant Stars is starting to see a little bit of an increase, not a huge amount, but we are starting to see a little bit of a price move on Brilliant Stars as people are realising, this is your last chance to pick these up for retail. You can pick up Brilliant Stars cheapest on eBay for $150. However, you can buy it on Pokemon Center still for retail, $143. Pokemon Center is looking more and more like a good place to be picking up some of these sets. Last chance, Silver Tempest on a little bit of a sort of stable front at the moment in the American markets, just because there's so much of it available at the moment. It had some pretty heavy reprints recently, and that supply hasn't hoovered up yet. You can pick these up for retail all over the place. In fact, in the UK, you can pick them up for less than retail. Cheapest on eBay right now, £103 on a buy it now. Not bad, but you've got a little bit of a corner dink here on the cheapest one on eBay. You can pick it up on Chaos for 107 for a minty one. And Lost Origin is actually had quite a stable week, to be honest. Very, very slight rise, a couple of dollars rise. We saw a couple here sell for, okay, maybe like a $10 rise on some of these sales. But again, quite a stable week for a lot of these sets. Lost Origin pretty stable. Cheapest on eBay at the moment though. Right, this is what I wanted to talk about. So this week, full disclosure, I tried to buy some Lost Origin booster boxes because I thought this is the last chance. I need to take my own advice. For the last couple of weeks, I've been saying to people, Lost Origin is going to be the next one to go right behind Fusion Strike. I was like, right, let's do it. Let's buy some Lost Origin booster boxes. Secondary market, I couldn't find them for a decent price. Cheapest on eBay right now, $196. That is way too much money at the moment for a Lost Origin booster box. Didn't really have a massive look around anywhere else, but Pokemon Center don't have any. Chaos don't have any. Magic Madhouse, I think they had some, but they were a little bit overpriced as well. Can't find these for a decent price, so supply of Lost Origin does look like it's getting hoovered up. I think everyone's like FOMOing into Evolving Skies and Fusion Strike at the moment. But I'm telling you, there's not much Lost Origin around, and these eBay people are making the most of it. They're putting their prices up there. That is the cheapest on eBay right now, and I'll tell you what, I'm not paying $195 for a Lost Origin right now. I know I can pick that up cheaper. Maybe if you want one like me, you need to start paying attention to these auctions. I'm thinking I'll just put my money elsewhere if I can't find one for a decent price. I might invest in some Silver Tempest or even some Hyper Modern. I might start buying into Paldea Evolved, etc., because they're so cheap at the moment. And look, it's selling for that price as well. Lost Origin sales last couple of days, 180 with £5 postage, 185, 180, 185, 183. I would not be paying this price for Lost Origin right now. I mean, yeah, in a few months' time that might seem like a good deal, but honestly, guys, I think you should be able to pick these up for at least Wow, like 150 max is what I would pay on Lost Origin at the moment. Maybe a 155. So, like I said, we're starting to lose our opportunity to get into these sets. Me personally, I'm not going to believe the hype. I'm not going to FOMO into it. I'm going to hold firm and look at auctions or just put my money elsewhere. Like I said, it would not be a PokePond weekly price analysis video without us looking at the monster, the king at the moment of investment, Evolving Skies. Actually had a stable week for the first time that I can remember. Basically no move on TCG player. Yeah, holding pretty stable, if not actually a little bit of a price correction back on the US markets. Not much, just a stabilization, and this is what I wanted to see. It's healthy to see a price correction. Things can't just go up and up and up forever. However, the fact that it hasn't pulled back in price a lot, it hasn't gone back down a little bit, is a positive sign. Stable is good. Markets need time to stabilize, the price to be accepted before more growth can occur, because this was just silly when we were just reporting week on week. Oh, it's up another 13%. Oh, it's up another 20% this week. Oh, it's up another 25% this month. It was just getting ridiculous. So this is actually very positive to see a stable week in Evolving Skies, so don't be concerned about that. However, UK markets are not the same. UK markets are still going bananas over here. Cheapest on eBay right now is $6.50 with postage. Not too bad a deal. This is it here. I hate that it says this cased. I mean, technically, yes, it is in a case, but that's not a case. That is the thinnest, flimsiest bit of plastic. That is a dust sheet cover thing. It will protect from some tears, but that's not cased. And anyone who says so is lying to you. But yeah, $6.50 is the cheapest at the moment. However, let's look at sold on eBay this week. What is going on? People are going mad. Oh my god. So that's actually quite a good deal. I didn't even see this when I loaded up the page. For $8.50, it wasn't even $8.50 because someone did best offer. I'd like to know what the offer was. But yeah, Evolving Skies, Chilling Reign, Fusion Strike. If they got that under $8.50, they did really well with that. Anyway, last sale, $6.50 sold. $7.50. Who paid $7.50 plus postage? To charge postage on a $7.50 auction is so cheeky. That should, at minimum, be free postage if you're extorting people for that price. But yeah, please tell me it wasn't one of you guys that bought that, because $7.50 is an absolute disgusting price to pay for an Evolving Skies booster box when people either side of you are picking them up for $6.20 and $6.50. Someone got scammed there. If you're the person selling them, fair play, but I mean, that's pretty disgusting behaviour to list it for that price. But someone bought it. Yeah, like I said, either side on the same day, someone bought one for $6.20, and then right after someone bought one for $6.50. I've got no idea who paid that for $7.50. Let's do a quick difference in price actually, because these buy it nows would have finished quite soon after each other. So what's the difference between $6.20 and $7.50 is $1.30. So let's take 130. We'll divide it by the original $6.20 times 100. You'll notice that I'm actually doing percentages properly this week. I tried to do something clever last week and it didn't work. I will stop trying to be clever and I will calculate things out properly. 20% difference, more than a 20% difference. Nearly a 21% difference between these two. Oh dear. Honestly, I don't know what's going on with the market at the moment, but yeah, you can pick them up for cheaper. You can pick it up for $6.50. Don't pay $7.50. Even at $6.50, I think this is a bit of a crazy price. But hey, that was the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. To summarise, Pokemon Center has some crazy bargains at the moment. Chilling Reign looks good. Fusion Strike looks good. There's also the sleeved boosters there as well. Some pretty good options. Lost Origin is going mad on eBay as well. So you know, if you can pick one up cheap, that might be a good play. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please do subscribe down below. It really does help me out, helps the channel grow, helps it grow and spread to more people. The audience has been amazing. You guys are great. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and peace.